Just not feeling it today. I am mourning. They're all rubbishy hills round here. Oh, I've really cocked up here. I think this has got to be the most boring walk I've ever done in my entire life. I can't see where the hell I'm going. Am I going the right way? Good morning everybody, welcome back to Hiking the Wainwrights and welcome back to the Northern Fells. So, if you cast your mind back a whole week, which I know is very difficult these days, so much stuff happens, you remember that we did Binsey and Dodd, episode 1. Today, obviously, is episode 2, you can see that because you've got eyes and a brain. And we're going to go and hit another fell, or a few fells actually, again, that I'm not familiar with at all. So I'm kind of excited and also a little bit like, because when we get onto the top of these fells, we're not going to get that much of a great view back down towards, into the national park, into the lakes, because everything's kind of hidden behind Skidder. But we will get a view out to the north, over towards the Solway Firth. But that's it. It's such a beautiful day. Amazing light conditions at the moment. Loads of inversion, but not here. We can't see it. Gutted. Let's go and have a look at the route and see which fells we're going to be hitting today, which ones we're going to be ticking off. And yeah, see what we think.
So, as you've seen, we've parked in the hamlet of Longlands and making our way up to the grassy summit of Longlands Fell. We'll then head over to Lowthwaite Fell, which isn't a Wainwright, and around to Bray Fell, which is. Then we'll switch back in a southerly direction to tick off Little Scar Fell, not a Wainwright, and Great Scar Fell, a Wainwright. After that, we'll switch west and walk across to Meal Fell before dropping down into the valley and heading back towards Longlands, the Vane, and subsequent Pite.
So there you go. It's not a massive route today. As you saw then, it's about 9-point-something kilometres, but just perfect. So a little bit like the Binsey walk. It's nice, just, stepping up in distance a little bit and getting back into things. I mean, it makes it sound like I'm really unfit. I'm not. I'm kind of, after all these long walks, I'm probably peak fitness, but it's just kind of warming up back into these hiking the Wainwright thingies and not cocking them up. So, in terms of weather, it is flipping freezing. Literally, it is freezing. It's 0 today. So you can see them all rugged up. And I think it's overcast now, but I think all this is going to burn off. It's supposed to be totally wall-to-wall blue sky today. So we should get some sort of views. Obviously not the lakes, unfortunately. But that's fine. I guess it is nice just to get out to somewhere that, I'm not familiar with and see new stuff. So it's all good. It's all good. God. Right, let's push on. Let's figure out a way to keep this hat on my head because it's driving me absolutely insane the way it keeps sliding up like this. I've mentioned it before. Us, fellow baldies, we have this issue. If you shave too closely, it slides up and it doesn't stick on your head. So that's going to be annoying me all day today. Not your problem. Definitely first world problems. And it'll be fine. So let's get on. Let's enjoy the views. And almost immediately we're getting this great view out towards Scotland there. You can see the cloud on top of the hill. That's lovely. And then obviously Binsey. Literally 2 minutes. You can see the little pods down there. 2 minutes from the van. So it's all opening up. Now then. I don't like choices. Let's go. I'm going to go on the left. Kind of feel that's going to take us up onto the ridge a bit more. I'm really loving these trees here. That's great. I think I said that on that expedition, you know, hills with trees on them like that, there's something quite special about them. It's pretty featureless, isn't it? And this is what I'm worried about with the Northern Fells. I'm just worried they're going to be a little bit boring. I mean, there's not a lot to, obviously it's nice, don't get me wrong, there's nice views, but it's not like other parts of the lakes or other places in the world. It's just grassy slopes. I think today is going to be very much like that, grassy slopes. The big redeeming factor there is the fact that I reckon I'll see hardly anybody today. It's just so off the beaten path here and dull. I'm going to get so much hate for that. I know that some of you really like the Northern Fells and you've been really excited about me getting out here and doing them. And it has to be said, you know, besides Blencathra and Skidder, I think all of it is just going to be a little bit tedious. Dare I say that? I'm kind of dreading this season, to be honest with you. I really am dreading it. Not dreading it, but, you know, I just want to kind of get it out of the way and move on to the Northwestern Fells and a bit more grrr and excitement and views, you know. Like I said, I'm going to get hate for that. I know I am. But hey, could be worse. I could be stuck at home, or I could be stuck in a factory somewhere like I used to be, you know, in a previous life, or an office like I used to be in a previous life. So, not mourning. I am mourning completely, and it's unwarranted, but yeah, just sort of get that out there, you know, about the fact that it could be a little bit boring, this season. You might want to skip them. Don't skip them. Please don't skip them. It's funny actually, because I've kind of decided not to bring Finn on some of these walks. She's with her mum at the moment, and actually she would have been fine on Binsey, she would have been fine on Dodd, she would have been fine today as well, I think. Damn it. It's going to steadily get, you know, probably boggier and nastier, so I won't be able to bring her out. You know what she's like, queen. Right, am I right in thinking that's Ulloch Pike? I think it is, which leads up onto Longside Edge. Is that right? Carlside up to Skidder. Right, now shut up for a bit. We're approaching the first Wainwright now anyway. Okay, now that I've got a little bit more height, I can see that actually that isn't Ulloch Pike. That is in fact Skidder. Ulloch Pike is there, look, you can see it running over. Oh hell, this is steep. Well, the weather's completely changing. So, a minute ago I was thinking, well, we're all clear. I'll be able to see the whole route ahead. But now I'm thinking it might be clagged in. There might be some interesting navigation up ahead. Shoot. Okay, here we are on the summit of Longlands Fell. So not only is it a really boring hill, we're not even getting the flipping views. Can you believe it? It's literally as we're approaching, it's all clagged in. I'm kind of hoping that it all clears off and that we end up above it. That'd be great, wouldn't it? But I don't know, unlikely. So it's only taken about 10 or 15 minutes to get up here. Very quick indeed. Obviously it's easy underfoot as well with the grass, but just not feeling it today. I'm just not feeling the love. I'm not feeling that Lake District sprinkle of magic, it has to be said. Maybe I'm just a little bit sick of being stuck in cloud. I mean, I love Clag, but I think really I would like to see something from here. So for that reason, we might as well push on to the next fell, which is Lothet Fell along this ridge, which isn't a Wainwright, and then we'll bomb it across to Bray Fell out there somewhere, which is a Wainwright, so we'll crack on with that. I think we're going to drop out the cloud now, get a brief view, and back up to Lothet, no view, over to Bray Fell, no view, Great Scar Fell, no view. And then we'll just get down to the pub. The best view. So according to the forecast this morning and last night on the Mountain Weather Information Service, 90% chance of a cloud-free summit today. 90. That's pretty high. So yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Am I mourning? I am mourning. I can't help it. So we're now approaching that little saddle between the two fells, and we've lost about 40 metres in elevation, and now we've got to gain 70 metres back. So far so good, it's not boggy. I'm kind of relieved about that. I've got my big boots on today, ready for any kind of bog action, but so far so good. I know, I've spoken too soon. Look at that, just emerge right before us. That's not too bad. Ooh, sort of frozen. That's good. I've been thinking about the hat, by the way, how, like a solution to keeping the hat from sliding up. I think what I should probably do is just not shave too much at the back there, so kind of have like a strip of hair, like a neck tash, like a gripper rod for a carpet, just to keep the hat from sliding off. Because it does, when you have a little bit of stubble there, it kind of grips your hat. Okay, yeah, we're in the bogs. We are in full-on bog action now. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I wore my boots today. It's great. I'm sorry I was mourning a little bit a minute ago. I think I just kind of get a little bit despondent sometimes when I think, I'm not really looking forward to this hill. It's just a bit of a grassy slope. But hey, we're going to get the views and it'd be nice. Don't even get them. So I'm alright. I'm looking forward to my butties, so it'll be fine. I hope you're enjoying it anyway. There's just nothing to show you. I'm really sorry. There's nothing to see here. Are you bored yet? Because I am. Okay, we're just getting to Lothian Fell now. No grand, fanfare here, because it's not a Wainwright. It's just nothing, is it, really? It's just a little rubbishy hill. They're all rubbishy hills around here. I shouldn't be saying that. But yeah, here we go. So I think we lose a little bit more height again, and back up and round to Bray Fell. Out there somewhere, oblivion. I can kind of see a little bit of blue here, so it's, we might end, I don't know, I was going to say we might end up on top, but I don't think we will. We probably need to be on skidder to look down. It'll be amazing on skidder today, probably, because we're right above this. Oh no, I'm looking out towards Derwent. Oh, I've really cocked up here. Speaking of cocking up, we've got quite a few cock-ups coming up in a few weeks. Great cock-up, little cock-up. Yeah, there we go, look, so we're kind of dropping off. Just, yeah. Anyway, whatever. As a professional bleakologist, I should really be enjoying this, and I am enjoying it, really. This is bleakosity cranked up to full scale. You can't get much, well, you could get a bit more bleak with a bit of windage, but yeah. Bleak but beautiful. I guess when you don't get the long views, it forces you to look a bit closer and look at details a bit more, look at the ground. It's always good to look at the ground because you end up looking at it really closely with your face. I have to admit, my spirits are starting to soar a little bit. It's a funny thing, just being out here. Yeah, seems to be fixing my kind of grouchiness. It's very eerie around here, Besides that plane you can hear going over, Once that's gone, there's no other sound, except for I keep hearing something over there, like the sound of someone coming, but no one seems to come. It is weird. I'm kind of half expecting some sort of shape to loom out of the mist, running towards me. Dun, 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 dun. Oh God, it's that thought I think about when I'm camping. Hell, love it though. Do love it. My endorphins are pumping nicely, so I'm happy. And like I said, starved of food. But I think what we'll do, let's have a think on it. We'll hit Bray Fell. We'll get to Great Scar Fell, Meal Fell. Meal Fell would be a good place to go and eat, wouldn't it? Well, as we said, considering the claggage, it's very easy to navigate. You just follow these paths, basically. I'm being overly brave because I've got my boots on. That's a bit naive, isn't it? So not far up here now, about a couple hundred metres, probably about 30 metres of elevation, and then we'll be at Bray Fell. Could be anywhere. I was just thinking then that, you know, as I was driving up, there's a lot of inversions going on everywhere. It's really beautiful. I just wonder if this is it now. This is all the cold air slowly moving back to where it belongs, you know, up in the sky. Perhaps it'll lift off. Let's hope. Right, here we are on Bray Fell. Not that you could tell. I could still be on Longlands. I could just drop down a bit, walk round and come back up. You'd never know. But hopefully you believe me. Hey, there's a human. There's a human there, look. First and only person so far. And we're now seeing the path that we're going to be taking in a minute. It'll take us off to Great Scar Fell. So, yeah, let's go and see this human. If it was a human. Hell, actually it might not have been. It disappeared now, look. Okay, that's really disturbing. Where the hell? There's definitely someone here. Hopefully you saw that. And not a sign. Well, that's just disappeared into the clag, but creepy. Creepy as hell. Oh, suddenly had vibes of Sutterfell then. There's absolutely jack shit to look at here, isn't there? So we might as well push on to Great Scar Fell. There's nothing to look at there either. I'm going to finish in about half an hour. Back at the van and the pub. Okay, let's push on to Great Scar Fell. How far is it? Let's have a look. It's almost exactly 1 kilometre from here. We're dropping down 10, 20, no, maybe 10, and then up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, about 90 metres of elevation up. And then it's Little Scar Fell. What am I about? It's Little Scar Fell first, then Great Scar Fell. It's the same hill, really, like a twin peak thingy. And then we'll head over to Meal Fell and see what the crack is there. Bored yet? Because I'm seriously bored. I could just use the same footage, couldn't I? Just the same bit of B-roll like this over and over again. You would never know. What do you reckon? Jump it? I reckon I could do that. Cue the $1 Million Man sound effect. Okay, almost snapped my knees, but we did it. Okay, bit of steepish ground then, and then up to Little Scar Fell. That's kind of a cool shelter, isn't it? That little natural depression, I guess it's natural, a little wall around it. It's great. Right, we're off this way. Alrighty, here we are on the summit of Great Scarfell. I don't know what's great about it. It's definitely not like its namesake, is it? Scawfell, which really is great. Here we go. Highest point of today, I think. I might just be making it up, I don't know, but it probably is. Need to keep the bearings here because we're going to go off there. I don't want to keep going around here forget which one is which, but we're going to go off that way towards Meal Fell now. Get some scranage. Yeah, it's a shame, real shame, because I'm pretty sure looking that way south we'd be getting some nice views. All the rolling hills here at the back of, Skidder and Blencathra, but yeah, I think this has got to be the most boring walk I've ever done in my entire life, and yet it shouldn't be. It should be right up there. Oh dear, it's kind of got a Styx Pass feel to it for some reason. I guess it's this sort of crossroads, but yeah, I'd kill to be at Styx Pass now. I know I shouldn't be saying that. I should be enjoying this. I'm just going to double check that I'm definitely going along the right path here. Let's have a look. Yes, good, because that would be a disaster if I'm heading down, east instead of west. It's difficult to kind of give you a sense of how steep this is. It's fairly steep, this. It just looks like I'm walking along flat ground, but I guess if you could see stuff, you'd probably see the horizon maybe there, maybe. So it is kind of, it's got a bit of a gradient to it, but you just can't tell. Right, we're on that little saddle betwixt Great Scarfell and Meal Fell now, so we've dropped quite a lot there. Probably about 100 metres, at least 100 metres, and then we've got a little bit of up now, about 30 or 40 metres, so not too bad. In fact, you can see it looming ahead, and that's it then. It's all downhill. Honestly, I can't believe you're still watching, but stick around, because I think it is going to get a bit more interesting after we're done here. Once we get back to the van, I'm going to be driving around to a place that you might recognise. It might be familiar, and I'm going to stay the night, and we're going to go and see if we can book a table for dinner tonight for all of us, and then have some scranage. And then tomorrow I'm going to get up and drive round to the start of the next episode 3, I think, is it? Already lost. Round the eastern side of the fells there, the northern fells, because I just fancy saving a bit of fuel, to be honest with you. To driving up and down all the time, it kind of makes sense to see if I can hit two walks in a single journey. And I picked these days because both days were supposed to be wall-to-wall sunshine. Perfect. Anyway, it's fine. And I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit as well, because I could have put the GoPro out on the van tonight and captured the stars, but this is literally a last minute thing just to make this video a little bit more interesting, is to bring you along into the pub and the van and everything. I wasn't going to show you that. It was just going to wrap up at the pub as normal and then we're done, but yeah, I've got to pick this up somehow. Anyway, here we go. Here's Meal Fell. And I'm going to try and get out of this little cheeky breeze here and get some sandwiches going. They are shop-bought sandwiches, I have to admit. I'm a little bit worried. If you've watched my expedition video, I kind of talk about an incident where, yeah, I ate some sandwiches and it nearly killed me. Nearly killed everybody else around me as well. It was pretty scary, so it's a risk doing this today. What's my hat doing? God's sake. But hopefully that won't happen. Anyway, here we go. Okay, here we are on the final Wainwright of the day, Meal Fell. Now, it's actually over there. There's a human there. I think there's a human there. There's a human shape. Heck. So there's like a little townlet on the map marked here. I guess that's it. Is this... I don't know, which is the highest point? Is it this one or that one? I don't know, let's have a look. It's kind of hard to say. I guess they're both about the same, perhaps, I don't know. Let's have a wander over there anyway. It's like a big pile of stones there. We can check it out, see if that is a real human and not just some kind of spectre. Let's go in. It's a shy ghost. Okay, so we've got a shelter on this one here, but I do think, let's have a look, we'll get up and have a look back. Pretty useless shelter, that one today. I have to sit round to the side, get out the wind, but yeah, I think that's definitely higher, that one. Certainly looks it, and it felt it up there. Let's see if we can get out of the wind here. Yeah, perfect. Let's plonk myself down here and eat me death butties. Oh, that's perfect. Hey, it's looking like it's trying to clear, you know. And I've been saying that for like hours. Ooh, what we got here? I've got 2 sandwiches and being greedy. Got a festive feast, of course, because we're nearly at Christmas. Ploughman's. It was actually a Ploughman's that nearly killed me on that one. It was at risk, but I think it might have had ham in it, so I think it was the ham that's the problem. There's some crisps, and I've got a Marsh bar in there somewhere as well. Double, of course. Nice out the wind. In fact, it's not been windy at all, has it, today? It's been really still, and as soon as we got to Meal Fell, so we must have been in the lee of something. God knows what, because I can't see anything. Right, let's have a look. Let's go for the Ploughman's first. Right, I'm not going to eat this in front of you, because obviously you're going to hear everything. So I'll see you in a minute. Didn't even touch the sides. You'll be disagreeing with me now because you can probably see it all over the sides. But hey, wow, I needed that. The only downside to that is it's all going to kick off now. It's going to go absolutely batshit crazy. It's not, we're going down the van. It's almost all over. But I do feel better for it. Bit concerned about that turkey sandwich though. It did kind of taste a little bit like wintergreen. So the turkey and cranberry sauce, and it tastes like wintergreen. You know, the muscle rub stuff you put on. Yeah, shame, real shame about that we just didn't see anything the whole time. And I forgot to mention as well, by the way, up on Scafell, at Great Scafell, what you can do is you can bomb it up to Knot and tick that one off. And I could have done that today, but I've already got a route that's going to take that one in anyway, nice circular. So I mean, you can do loads, like for example Great Cock Up. We can go and do that today, but I'm not going to. That's going to be part of the episode 4, I think, with Knot. I mean, it is sort of an interesting summit, undulaty, a little bit like Sour House sort of thing, but that's about it really. It's not that interesting, is it? Right, come on, let's get the hell out of here. I cannot feel my fingers at all. It's amazing how cold it is up here. So I'll get some blood pumping and head down back into the valley and along. Got about 50 minutes of walking. I'm not going to make you endure that. It'll be about 5 minutes for you, don't worry. Okay, it actually looks like we are reaching the cloud base. Hallelujah. And we're just getting to a place here called, and it's marked on the map, I don't know the pronunciation, Trusmador. And we can kind of see, hopefully you can see there, that little path going off. That's going up to Great Cock Up. So if we could be bothered, and I cannot, what's the point? We could go up to Great Cock Up now and tick that one off, but very, very little point. We're going to stick to the plan That will be in episode, I think, 4. I just said it a minute ago, didn't I? So we're going to go down here now, follow the valley a bit. And there we go. So we're getting a little bit of overwater there. I think, is that overwater? Should be. This is more like it, isn't it? This is lovely around here. Not a breath of wind. There's nobody around. It kind of reminds me of Grange Gill on the Cumbria Way, coming down, down Grange Gill from Lingy Hut. It's got that similar sort of feel to it. Quite remote, very peaceful, very quiet. Yeah, it's kind of nice, isn't it? These little layers here. So yeah, in episode 4 we're coming down off there and up here. So we'll be back here again soon, ish. But for now, we've got a very gentle bimble back to the van, and then we're done. Sort of. Not really. We're going to go to that place I was talking about, and we're going to have a few beers and dinner and stop over, which I'm very excited about. So, as we make our way back to the van, let me just remind you about the photograph that's on the screen right now. This is the photograph that's pretty much sponsoring this season of Hiking the Wainwrights, which is turning out to be a bit of a disaster already. Let's not kid ourselves. But it's a time-limited edition, as I mentioned before, and it'll only be available for the duration of this season, which is going to be pretty quick. So if you want to support the channel, you want a little bit of art for your home, then head to blackcrag.com/limited editions and pick up your copy now, before they're all gone and you can't get it ever again. And if you're not interested in supporting me in that way, then perhaps think about becoming a member of the Black Clan, joining the greatest community ever. It really is becoming that way. It's absolutely wonderful. So if you go to patreon.com/ what's it called? The Black Clan. God, I've forgotten it already. I'm losing the plot. I've just eaten. That not only supports me and keeps me out here doing these videos, it's also provided this amazing community of people that have come together, like-minded, who are, we're meeting up and all sorts of stuff and having good chats on Facebook, and yeah, it's brilliant. And God knows where it's going to go. God knows. Well, first of all, a group of us are going to Nepal, so, you know, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I won't bore you to death with any more of that. Just enjoy this little gentle stroll here past all this moraine. Look at it, wow. And then we'll be back at the van in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Let's go. Oh, look at the light there. Wow. It's probably an absolutely glorious day everywhere else but here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm looking at the fells here and I'm actually watching it lift. I can see it lift. Look, that was completely cut off literally about a minute ago. Give up. Let's hope tomorrow yields some fantastic views. If it's like this again tomorrow, then I don't know. Uh-oh. Let's have a look. Yes, we're good. This is cute. I love paths like this that kind of cut along the side of the fell. Heck, there's some really nice light out towards Binsey. Binsey is in the cloud. Look at that. Wow. 90% chance of cloud-free summits. Wow, this is looking very nice indeed. Just a little bit miffed because I'm dropping further into this dip and all that light's kicking off. Let's see if we can get around this corner and see if it's still like that. God, it's really slippy around here, really muddy. That's looking really nice, isn't it? And a minute ago these trees here were lit up on that hill. Can you believe it? But it might happen again. I couldn't get here quick enough. I was trying to get around the hill. I could just see it all kicking off from round there over that way and trying to get over all this bog fest here, slipping and sliding all over the place, and then the light was gone. Didn't get it. Such a shame because it looks so amazing. Just a little patch of light and that little clump of trees as well. Ooh. There could be some ass action today. No, I can't say that. I'm going to end up on my ass. That's what I meant. Wow, that looks good up there though, doesn't it? Look, spin you around. So we're up there a minute ago. Probably going over to, let's have a think about this. Towards Bray Fell, I guess. Let's get across here. This is River Ellen. It's a bit of a grand name, isn't it? River. But I guess it's the beginning of. So thinking about it, those trees up ahead, the ones that were in the sunlight and then weren't, they're the ones from this morning. So this morning, still this morning, but from earlier on the way up to Longlands Fell. Remember I said we could see that nice cute row of trees on the skyline. That's it. So the vine's on the other side of that hill. Just been plodding down here, thinking how grateful I am to be able to do this sort of thing, and how wonderful it is to be here. And then thought back to about half an hour ago, well, I was just mourning. Half an hour. Yeah, right. About an hour and a half ago, perhaps. Well, I was mourning constantly about the cloud and not being happy and it's boring. I am happy and I do appreciate it. I think the trouble is I'm kind of coming at it from a different angle now because of the videos. It's a little bit, damn it, it's going to be boring as hell. I know a lot of you said stop saying things like that. It's not boring, we really enjoy everything you do, and I honestly, I really appreciate that. Thank you for saying those things. But, eventually you are going to get bored. Let's just face the truth. You're going to get sick of just seeing clag and nothing exciting. So the only redeeming thing about today was going to be some sort of views. There's no precipitous ridges or, dramatic waterfalls or anything. It was just going to be a couple of views. Anyway, doesn't matter. I think, when is it? Tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day over in the US. So to you US people, happy Thanksgiving. You've probably already had it weeks ago. By the time you're watching this, it'll be weeks ago. But yeah, we don't really do that over here. We don't really have a Thanksgiving. I think we probably should. Can you believe it? It's actually starting to rain. 90% chance of a cloud-free summit. Blue sky. Like a gazelle. Hey, for the first time today, I think we're going to get a bit of sunlight on the skin. So we're about literally 5 minutes away from the vine now. And that's that little row of trees, look. That would make a great shot, wouldn't it? It really would. Flipping out. Bit of light on the trees. Slightly darker clouds would be good. Maybe taken from a bit further up there. Sun's gone. It's literally 3 seconds. And I was just thinking then, I've not seen, apart from those 2 spectral figures that we saw at the top, not seen anybody else at all. No one, certainly down this entire valley. Just incredible. So that is definitely a plus to walking around here, and if you to do it and get clear day, not clagged in, I think it probably would be a very, very enjoyable route and very enjoyable fells to walk. I'm trying to pull it back now. I'm trying to undo the damage I've done and hate I'm going to get. Oh, hell. So, kind of right back at the beginning now. You can hopefully see those pods there. And hang on a minute, let's get past all this lot. Yeah, we went off. up there this morning. I nearly fell flat on my face here this morning, which I didn't film. I might have done, but you're not going to see it. And we should get a little glimpse of the van any second now. This is kind of handy actually, this little lay-by here, tiny little thing. And I just found it on, what's it called, Google Street View. I thought I'll just whiz down this road here. And sure enough, there's a little lay-by, big enough maybe for 2, 3 at a push cars, or one really badly parked van. There we go. Can you see it? Okay, let's have a look back to where we were. So that's gone up to Longland. So Longland still is in the cloud. That was the lowest fell, so it hasn't lifted, thankfully. Hey, gate. God. Here we go. Yeah, I think you can get 3 cars in there. Okay. Let's get inside. Right, back in the van, as you can see. I'll tell you what, we timed that just right. I don't know if you can tell. Hang on a minute. But it's gone very dark now to bump up all the settings so you can see. It's starting to rain. It's gone very grey, very miserable, very wintry. So after all that morning, it turns out that actually we had the best time of the day. It's 20 past 1. It feels weird. We finished at 20 past 1. I could go and do tomorrow's walk. I'm not going to. I think now would be a good time to go to the place I was talking about. And first of all, see if you can guess where we're going. You should recognise it. I hope you do. And we'll go and get a pint. Park up first of all. Hopefully somewhere for the night, walk in, get a pint, book ourselves in for a meal tonight, and go and check out the shop as well, the village shop, see if we can get some supplies for later. Let's go. Might be us for the night. I haven't seen a no overnight sign, so might be alright. Just on the edge of the village. Recognise where we are. Right, let's get in to the pub and we'll go and check out the shop as well and stuff, and we'll come back here later on. Let's go. That's a bit grim round here, isn't it? Hell.
Sorry, Hi, I'll just be a minute.
No, you're right. Could I have a pint of Wainwright, please?
Yeah, of course you can.
Lovely.
Are you just in for a drink?
For now, yeah. Would it be possible to book a table for tonight, please?
Yeah, sure. How many are we going to be for
Just
tonight?
one. Yeah.
What sort of time tonight?
Time now, 2 early-ish, maybe 5 or 6, something like that, maybe.
Well, we start from 5, so I can do 5, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45.
Let's say 5:30. Yeah.
No What was the name?
It's Glenn.
And would you prefer the bar or the restaurant?
I'll go in a restaurant, man.
Yeah. There we go. It's
Brilliant.
booked in for tonight.
Lovely.
Here's your pint. Is it
That's
card?
great. Thank you. Yes, please, yeah.
Lovely. 5:30. Thank you.
So I thought that was pretty good.
Thanks. I tell you what, that was dangerous. I could have stayed there for at least another 5 pints, maybe 1 pint, probably. Let's go and have a look at the shop because I kind of fancy getting some tea, and I've left my tea at home. So something herbal maybe for later on. I'm hoping the shop's open. Then we'll go back to the van, get changed. We won't get changed. And then go back to the pub. Booked in for 5:30. Yay! Hi.
Oh, dear, you alright?
Can't even close the door.
That's alright.
Can't go wrong with that, can you?
$7.75, thank you. Reload, there we go.
It's a bit hit and miss, this one. for some reason.
Perfect, thanks.
Bring back cash.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, got some stuff. Look at that sky. Honestly. Oh, I should have stayed up there, shouldn't I? Flippin' heck, it would be absolutely amazing up there. Anyway, let's go and... what the hell are we doing? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back into the pub. There's no reason to go back to the van at all. I've got everything I need. I've got some beers for later, supposed to be tea. I didn't have milk. And I've got a book, so I might as well just go and sit back in the pub. Get a few more pints. It's about 4 o'clock, so I've got an hour and a half to wait until I eat. Let's do it. I'll see you inside. Hey, I've got a table book for 5:30.
Yeah. Alan.
Glenn.
I can't read that right. It was either Alan. I originally read it. I thought it looks like Glenn. I was like, no, it must be Alan. Yeah, let me bring you through. So we got 2 curries. You got vindaloo or puna on the go.
Oh, right.
Do chicken, prawn, or veggie. And then things like the steak pie, the burgers,
Yeah.
the chicken. We make all of that ourselves, including the pastry and everything.
Well, that was very pleasant indeed. Yes, it is this dark. I can't see where the hell I'm going. It's a completely and utterly cloudless night. It's just stars up there, you won't be able to see it, and I've not brought me flipping GoPro. I could have done a little time lapse tonight, but never mind. You've all seen stars. Have you seen anything? No? God, I love places like this, honestly, I really do. Just, you know, quiet. That's why I came in on the Cumbria Way, down that way, in, across the bridge, into the pub. Have I gone the right way? Okay, here we are. Back in the van. Cool. It's a bit cold. Let's get in quick. I think we need to be stealthy here as well. Let's be quiet. It's a bit of a mess. Just ignore it. I'll see you in there. Brr. Just a little bit cold tonight. I think it's about 0 out there. And I've got no idea what it's going to drop down to. Not a cloud in the sky. Totally, all the stars are out. It's amazing. I'm gutted. I'm not doing a time lapse. Gutted. But there you go. Food was fantastic in Oddfellows, as it was last time. I got the pie again, as you saw. In fact, I think I got everything the same again. And yeah, it was good. Nice, friendly staff. I was in there for hours. And you saw me get the beer earlier on. You know, the last thing I want now is beer. I wanted tea. I went in there to get tea. They didn't have any milk. Well, they did, but just the milk bottles. And I can guarantee I'd definitely spill it all over the place. So I couldn't get tea. Got beer. Don't want beer. Typical, innit? But I'm going to just sack it off now and watch a bit of Last Kingdom from Northumberland. Carry on with that. There is one thing missing here, though. Look, one fundamental thing. No Finn. Just a pair of stinky socks. I mean, Finn does smell like a pair of stinky socks sometimes. Quite a lot. But yeah, kind of sad not having her here. And the funny thing is, she would have been alright today. She would have been alright up there. So yes, I think I'll knock on the head for today. Absolutely done in. And pick up again tomorrow, next week for you guys. Episode 3, Carrick Fell. But we'll start it off here and we'll go into the village and see if we can get some food and mosey on around to the start point. So yeah, thanks for watching. Good night.